come with me on a bike tour of every neighborhood in St. Louis City. Today we are visiting Hi-Pointe, the first neighborhood that makes up Dogtown in this series. I didn't realize until recently that Dogtown is actually made up of 5 neighborhoods, Hi-Pointe being the one that makes up the northwestern part. The area used to be all mines back in the day, so the miners would set up little shelter communities they would call Dogtowns. And Hi-Pointe is called Hi-Pointe because who would have guessed it was the highest elevated neighborhood in St. Louis? On Wikipedia, it wrongly states that the Skinker de Bolivar neighborhood borders it to the north, and that just bugged me so much I had to make a Wikipedia account just to change this entry to the correct bordering neighborhood, which is Y down Skinker. Look at me, I'm doing my part. Let's check out some things to do in the area. Across from the world's biggest Amico sign is the Hi-Pointe Theater, which is the oldest operating theater in St. Louis. I don't think I've been here since I was a kid, so I should come back and see a show sometime. Right next door is the Hi-Pointe Drive-In. It has that 50s diner vibe to it. I love coming here when I'm around Forest Park. Let's ride past some of the homes in the area. There are a lot of smaller one-story houses. Since Dogtown is known as the traditionally Irish section of St. Louis, you can see there are clovers on the street, and there are plenty of people flying the Irish flag outside their houses. Since there really isn't a true park in the neighborhood, I made my way up this little strip along 64, which I guess is technically part of Forest Park even though it's across the highway. Nearby you can find Turtle Park, which is an awesome sculpture park of giant turtles. Kids love coming here to climb all over them. These turtle sculptures were created by Bob Castley, who was the genius behind the City Museum downtown, and the almost completed cement land in North St. Louis before his mysterious death. I have to make a video about him sometime soon. He did so much for the city, but his death is controversial because he was likely murdered, but was not treated as such. Let's cross this neighborhood off the list, check back in for the other Dogtown neighborhoods, and give me a follow on TikTok as I am approaching 10K subscribers.